Kenny Duncan, first on the show. What's up, Kenny? Not much. Kenny, what's going on? What's up, Bob? We are live from JTH Construction Studio. Let's say hey to our sponsors real quick. American Basement Solutions, Wellsprings, FindHelp.org, Cedar Creek, Reps Fitness, Bland and Boys Lawn Care. Hello, Melody. Stids Comfort Systems, Wayman's Furniture, Appliance, and Mattress. Saw Mark this morning, or yesterday morning. Was it this morning? And Fathom Real Estate. I think that's it. Let's get back to the goods. Anything going on tonight? I just popped on here. I was in here jacking around looking at some stuff for tomorrow. And I thought I'd go live for a little bit. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock, we're going to have, I don't know if we can legally say the bowl without getting in trouble, so who knows anymore. So we're just going to call it the big game. We'll probably slip up a million times tomorrow. But tomorrow about 2 o'clock, I don't watch much football anymore, so got Joe and Caleb coming in. If you've never had the chance to sit and talk to these two yahoos, they're funny. They're funny. They're sarcastic. I don't like them. They don't like me, so it ought to be a good show. I think CB's going to try to make it. He's got stuff going on. But we're going to cover topics like previous winners, previous games, both teams, some players, food, what's the perfect big game snack, and of course the commercials. We're going to talk about a little bit from what we know. And they do some odds. And hello, Teresa. Hello, Bruce. Hello, Melody, Bob, Kenny. They do some betting, so they'll cover some odds and things like that. It ought to be fun, and it just something different. So why not? What's up, Josh? A little snow out there, still flurrying. I haven't looked outside, but I don't know if the ground's covered or not. But looks like a little bit of snow for the next couple hours. It's going to get cold tonight, like down to 15. But we all know. I haven't watched that yet, but I know it's got some good stuff in there, Kenny. We all know that this time of year we could be down near 0 below, and I'm not upset with 20s and 30s. I will take that all day. Anyway, I wanted to pass that tidbit along to you. Money Music Hour will be starting back up. Our Star Search is coming up in March, so we need contestants. We need contestants, and we need a sponsor to throw some cash in it to draw some attention. So if you want to be a sponsor, what's up, Carolina Rig? Justin Collier? If you want to be a sponsor of that, get a hold of me. That's a pretty cool event. Looking to do our second season of that. James Hayden. I think he'll be coming on air again with his buddy Zach. I want to say the end of February. I think that's going to happen. Monday Music Hour at the end of February for Big Daddy D. Hayden and Zach. Hester, we got to get you in here too, bud. Fishing with Hester. Fishing with the Carolina Rig. That's good stuff. Anything going on tonight anywhere? Other than it's cold and snowy and it's central Indiana in the middle of winter. Spring's going to be here before you know it. I'm telling you. Next week we got temperatures in the 50s, I think, Wednesday and Thursday. Hey, I'm all for it. Get you in here and talk some fishing. No, I'm not. No. First of all, hell no on ice fishing. You ice fish? Do you really? I haven't. If you have, I've missed your video. This guy fishes all over the country. What's up, Jack Like? How you doing, sir? I can't. I'm not big on walking out on hard water. I've seen some setups this year, though. TikTok is a beautiful thing because there's guys that take houses, put pontoons on them, and roll them out in the holes in the house. They're not out in the cold. They got an oven. They got heat, TVs. A lot of gravy to hold you, right? I don't want to hear it though. Dude, that just. We used to go over to Charmin when we was kids. Well, what's up, Joe? We lived at Grassy Fork, so we're always on the ponds, and they weren't deep anyway, so they froze instantly. But we'd get out there on that Lake Charmin, Lake DeTurk, and a couple times we're out there in the middle hockeying it up, and you'd hear it popping. That was enough. That was it. That was enough. I can't remember that, but I'm sure if 10 seconds I'd see it, I'd remember Kenny. Yeah, ain't nothing like being in the middle of the lake and you hear it popping and cracking and you're like, time to go. Time to go. Yeah, but I've seen some setups this year. I watched that Northwood Law, and I love that. And they're constantly out there in the winter. That scenery up that in the wildlife is incredible anyway. But they get some snow. You don't realize how big a moose is until you see those shows. I mean, they wouldn't even fit inside the studio. It does echo. But I don't want to hear that echo, though. From the shore, it's a beautiful thing. It's a blessing that God gives us when you hear that ice crack, and I'm like, oh, lake's expanded. Cool. I'm gonna go get in the car. I got some chicken at home. I'm watching a ball game, eat some wings. I'm good. Nope. Nope. What was that? You never know what you get on your phone anymore. You never know who's tuning in on it. Hester, I can't do it, bud. Can't do it. Betty Chamberlain's on here. Denise Everode. How we doing, ladies? Just a Saturday night in cold central Indiana. Tim Burnham. Big game tomorrow, 2 o'clock. We'll have a little preview with Joe and Caleb. I don't care who wins. I do like Joe Burrow. I don't. I'm not against Matt Stafford. I think that he deserves a ring as much as anybody. He's gritty. He's gutty. But I like this Burrow kid. Liked him at LSU. He beat Alabama, Tim. There you go. Beat Alabama. So he's a gamer. But I mean, I can't. Not going to pick it, but I don't know if Cincinnati's offensive line can. They're not very good. Listen to that. And he'd film that too, I guarantee it. I knew that was coming. Someone pull Kevin in. He's sitting out there in the middle of the lake. Hello, Ruth. Like a hillbilly sled. It says it all, Hester. No, Kenny, that's you know, you hope for that in big cities like that. You, as a fan of that city, like, hey, the Bengals are winning. Why can't the Reds do it? It doesn't, you know, every now and then they seem like they'll catch lightning in a bottle, but it doesn't happen very often. And the Bengals have turned, I mean, look what they did in 5 years, in 4 years. Hello, Judy. They turned it all over. And they drafted half of LSU, which was smart to begin with, a team that went undefeated. They got 3 or 4 of them. But they got a quarterback. They got lucky and got a quarterback that A, knows how to win, knows how to be a leader. And they put good pieces around him. Higgins and Chase and the tight ends and the running back. They got to shore up that offensive line, or they'll get the guy killed. He's already got a blow. He just blew his ACL at the end of last year or at the beginning of last year, and here he is. It'll be the Super Bowl. It's pretty impressive, and the guy's fun. He seems like he's down to earth. He's a Midwest kid from Ohio. Not afraid to speak his mind and just have fun. And I don't know. It's different if it's not Brady or Mahomes or Big Ben or pick a number. This kid's new and fresh. His new flavor of the NFL. But I don't have nothing against Stafford, like I said. If you watch that game of him versus the Browns when it separates his shoulder and he still finishes the drive and throws a winning touchdown, that dude's gritty. What's up, James? I was just saying I think you're going to be in studio at the end of the month. What's up, Mac? Exactly, Kenny. And then Hester's trying to get me to go ice fishing. I don't know. That'll be an interesting game. I'm rooting for the commercials. Well, no. Scroll back up here and look what he said. I'll read it to you. This is Hester just trying to get me to go. What if we take a 12-foot flat bottom boat? I'll drill the hole and drag you out and let you sit in the boat. And he goes like a hillbilly sled. I'm like, that. Thank you, Kenny. I'm like, that thing would be on every social media. There's a sissy sitting in the sled over there while we're fishing. Esther's funny. Dinner this evening: salad, filet mignon, Albany, potatoes, jumbo shrimp, which is an oxymoron, creme brulee for dessert. I had ramen noodles and hot dogs. There you go, Mac. Yeah, end of the month, James. Get you and Zach in here. We're starting back up on our Monday Music Hour now that everybody's over. It's rough. Over COVID. Monday Music Hour and Star Search. We need a sponsor for Star Search. So whoever wants to jump on that bandwagon, let me know. Is there 2 lakes or 1 spring lake? There's only 1 spring lake that I know of over there. I used to be able to sneak in there over on the Gaddy side and go fishing and catch some decent bluegill in there when I was a kid. I'm not saying I broke the law. I'm just saying there may have been a few times me and Timmy rode over there, caught a few, got out. Gravel pits. Yep. Long time ago. There used to be several little spots back there. Back there behind the McDaniel building. All right, y'all. I didn't plan on doing this tonight, but I was in here and I thought, you know what? I'll remind everybody that we do have the big game preview tomorrow with Joe and Caleb. A couple of characters. They will have fun with it. And then real soon, porch time fishing with Chris Hester. Oh, I don't know that, Kenny. I don't know. I know my dad helped back in the day when Sherman Estates was nothing. My dad was one of the workers that dug out Lake de Turk. That's the only one I'm really familiar with in that whole area, but I'm ready for some mushrooms. That might be all we have to eat, the way things are going right now in the world, and we can't talk about them on here, which is frustrating as hell. Just pray. That's all we can do, and hope that common sense prevails. If you follow any social media at all, nobody wants any of this junk they're arguing about over there. Not either side from over there or no one from here. I'm talking Russia and that mess. Praying for what's going on north of the border. Got some good stuff up there. Hoping that stays civil. Can't get into that. Can't get into other things. Man, I wish a conservative would get a social media site up and running. There's supposed to be a couple coming. What I keep hearing. Then we can have some real fun. Then we can have conspiracy theories, which aren't theories now. They're being proven every day. Then we can talk politics and we can argue and point counterpoint. Good stuff. Winnie Coon, how you doing? I'm playing with a cap. Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate that. I am just one little cog in the wheel of James. I look forward to seeing you here, buddy. You and Zach, thank you. We'll see you at the end of the month on Monday Music Hour. Is that the 28th of February? Is that what we had said? Yep. 28th of February. James will be in studio. Have a good night. Have a good night, Big D. Kenny, I appreciate that. But I'm just a little cog in the porch time wheel. I'm just the one that gets on here and runs his mouth. See you, James. Get some rest, brother. I know you've had it tough. I think you just got off vacation. Or still on vacation. Or was out of town anyway. That's what Timmy was. You have to hit Timmy on that one. That's what he was telling me. So, speaking of hitting Timmy. Ken, I need Winnie Lotto numbers and about 200 grand. And that's it. And then I'm gonna go yippee-ki-yay and ride off into the sunset. Actually, I'm gonna go to Texas and fish the Sabine River down there. used to drive across that thing. Mooresville girls basketball regional champs. Congratulations to Mooresville girls. What's up, Jeff? Hello, Shane. I used to drive across that every now and then when I was stationed down in that part of the world. Man, that thing just looked awesome. Yeah, I'm hearing storm. I don't know about snowstorm. They're not for sure on snow or rain yet, Jeff, but it looked like all rain in our area with the snow being up near Chicago, which it's still winter. That's what I'm saying. Every day we're above 20 degrees. I'm like, yes. But it's also going to be 57 and 51 Wednesday and Thursday next week. We'll take it. We'll take it. All right. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock, tune in. Why is that still on there? Yeah, it's a little bit of snow out there right now. Wonder why that's still on there. There we go. That's kind of weird. Corey's not here tonight. CB's at home. That who you're referring to. Beth at home. Tim's at home. I'm the only one. Just me. And I'm ending the show right about now. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock, Caleb and Joe will be in studio to talk about the big game. Hope you guys can tune in. It's going to be a fun show. You guys have a wonderful evening. Stay warm. It's going to be chilly tonight. Low about 15. Love you guys. We appreciate all you do for us. My snow rhino. That's what I am. All right, guys. Be safe. Love you guys. Go Rams. There you go, Danny. Tomorrow too, Danny. We're gonna have a tune. We're gonna have a preview. We'll see you guys then.